Have you ever been a victim of an unhealthy comparison? Sometimes, comparison creeps in without warning. You're scrolling on your phone or talking with someone, and before you know it, you start noticing things which they have that you don't. Their progress, their confidence, their looks. And before you realize it, you start feeling small. It happens so easily. You start asking yourself, what can't I be like them? What am I missing? And slowly you begin to pull back. You stop showing up as yourself because somehow you feel you don't measure up. The thing is, everyone has a moment like that. Even the people you admire probably wish they had something you carry. What really changes things is when you stop comparing and start learning. Instead of asking, why them? Try asking, how did they do it? What can I pick from that story that would help me grow too? Truth is, not everyone would hand you the full answer, but there's always someone who will leave a clue, a word, a gesture, and even a small piece of direction. And sometimes that's all you need to take your next step. So one thing that helps is staying open to learn from anyone. It could be a family member, it could be from friends, from your younger sibling, from even a stranger online. Because wisdom doesn't always come in a fancy package. Apostle Selman once shared something from one of his teachings. And he made reference to Proverbs 21:20, which says, treasures and oil lies in the dwelling of the wise, but the foolish spendeth it all. So for me, what that scripture means is that the wise, they keep learning, they keep growing, and they keep storing value. And that's true for me because growth isn't always about being the best, but about being teachable. When your heart stays open, life keeps teaching you in ways you don't even expect. And when you start learning from others instead of competing with them, you start seeing that there isn't only one way to succeed. Different people have different paths, and that's okay. And the people around you, your colleagues, your friends, your mentors, might not really have all the answers you need, but they might have the exact insights that you need for that moment that you're in. One good conversation can shift your entire perspective. The other parts where you feel like you don't have it like others, that's not a sign that you're missing it. It only means your strength shows up differently. Maybe you're not the loud one. Maybe you're not the melodic voice that everyone stops to listen to. That's fine. Your voice has value. It just carries a different kind of weight. Everyone has their own grace, their own lane. And the moment you stop trying to sound or look like someone else, you start discovering who you truly are. And that's where confidence grows, not from imitation, but understanding that your light doesn't need to look like someone else's for it to shine. So next time you catch yourself comparing, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and then ask yourself, what can I learn from here? Because once you shift from comparison to curiosity, you begin to see that growth doesn't come by being like them, it comes from becoming more of you. If you've been a victim of this, what were your experiences like and how did you handle it? Thank you for staying to the end. I love you all. Thank you so much. And please do well to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And for my wonderful subscribers, thank you so much for being